Basically, when we talk of the 1 million coders program, it is a national digital skills initiative. So I just laid the foundation with reference to why we should stop everything that we are doing to come and do this. I mean, for those of us in the room, if we don't believe in it, we won't do it. But we believe strongly that this is a good initiative. So National Digital Skills Initiative, it is designed to equip 1 million Ghanaians. It has the name 1 million coders. But don't let that fool you. We are not only training coders. Because these days, vibe coding, I mean, AI can give you a lot of very nice codes, isn't it? So we are looking beyond just coding and acquiring the requisite skills as far as the digital revolution is concerned. And so the programs that some of you have registered for are not just limited to coding, AI, cyber, and all the things that you can think of. So with practical, in-demand coding and digital technology skills to enhance employability and entrepreneurship, that is important. One of the key factors of an economy that is doing well is when people finish school and are getting jobs. So employability is very, very important. We don't want you finishing school and then you say that I have to use my connection before I can get a job. If you have the skills, you definitely should be able to land a dream job. Then entrepreneurship. And Kwajo talks about it very, very often, that it is not always that you have to be employed. You must position yourself to be able to even employ others, using the skills that you have acquired to start a startup, and then in time become a unicorn. And so those are things that we are looking at in the long run. And participation in the digital economy. Colleagues, the digital economy runs into trillions of dollars now. But if you look at the statistics globally now, Africa has not even beaten 10%. Meanwhile, a quarter of the world's population are here. And yet, when it comes to the digital economy, our contribution is like a giver. Colleagues, are you with me? And so you need to appreciate where we are going together with us, so that when we are committing to it, you know that it is not just for today and tomorrow, but we are looking at the future. Is that okay? So 1 million Ghanaians, coding and digital skills, and then the focus is employability. Employability. Very, very important. So there are 4 centers. The Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation is the sector ministry that is driving this, and gave us an opportunity to set up 4 centers at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Listen carefully. KNUST is a university that we are all proud of. And with all respect to our other colleagues from other universities, I greet you, my brothers. But the reality is that once it bears the name KNUST, we definitely want to do this and do it well. Colleagues, are you with me? And so KNUST has 4 centers. 1, the Department of Computer Science has a center. The Faculty of Electrical and Computer Engineering has another center. And then the Faculty of Mechanical and Chemical Engineering also has a center. And then the Responsible Artificial Intelligence Lab also has a center. Now we will look at the distribution as far as the various centers are concerned. KNUST currently has a total of 1,048 people having enrolled on the 1 million coders program from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. 1,048. And these are students across all the centers in KNUST. Now for computer science, we have 558 people having enrolled in computer science. For the Faculty of Electrical and Computer Engineering, we have 181. For the Responsible Artificial Intelligence Lab, we have 178. And then for the Faculty of Mechanical and Chemical Engineering, we have 131. What training models are available to us? So there is a hybrid approach as far as the training is concerned. We combine multiple learning channels, which includes currently some of the programs are in person, like if you are doing something with reference to data protection or whatever, they will need you to be physically present where there will be an in-person. But currently, most of the programs that are available to us are programs that you have to engage online. So we have in-person sessions where applicable. One, we have online platforms where we have access to learning material through dedicated online learning platforms. Colleagues, when the 1 Million Coders program was launched, Google offered Ghana 100,000 certificates. Okay, 100,000 certificates for our micro-credential certification. Now, what they have said is that if we are able to consume the 100,000, they will be able to add more to it. What it means then is that our ability to complete the 100,000 is strategic, and we definitely need to work towards that. Am I communicating? So where people pick up the slot and are lazing about and are not completing, it goes against not just KNUST, but the whole country. Friends, am I communicating? And so it's important that we complete this. The reason this is important is that when the various companies globally who are giving employment are looking for people that they want to give remote jobs to, they go to some of these channels where people are certified to see where the professionals are. And so when they come to Ghana, and for instance, cybersecurity, they are looking for certified people in cybersecurity and cannot find even 10,000 people, then they have no business, engaging us, isn't it? And so the more people who are certified in this area, the better for us. So online platforms, then there are virtual sessions where there is a live instructor-led virtual training session with expert facilitation. And then there is self-paced, where people learn by themselves and complete the particular course that they have registered for. Now, these are points to note. There are a few points that we need to look at with reference to our engagement. Number one, we have created a WhatsApp channel through which we will provide you as much information as possible. I know also that the various centers, you have WhatsApp pages. Keep both. The center WhatsApp gives you information that relates specifically to that center. But where we want to broadcast, like for instance, we want to have this program and we want to broadcast, we will do so through the channel. We want to be able to monitor your progress. Your colleagues in other parts of the country, those who are self-paced, their various universities don't have access to their progress. KNUST, we said no. Because you are doing this in the name of the university, it is important that we know your progress. So if you start today, we want to be sure that in the month or so, you would have definitely finished a number of your programs. So we will monitor your progress and see whether you are making some good progress. Where you are not making progress, we will have conversation with you. And so we will check if after 2 weeks, your percentage hasn't moved. We monitor. 2 weeks, you still are 10%. We'll find out what is happening. And then if after engaging with you, still you are 10%, it means that you are not interested. So then you give way for another person who is interested to pick up the slot so that we can take advantage of the opportunity available to us. So you will be removed for non-progress. And it's important that we work together to ensure that both locally, nationally, and globally. I was in a meeting recently, and there is a lot of interest with reference to what is happening in Ghana. And so it's important that we take advantage of this. Many people want to work with us. And I'm telling you this because in the next few months to come, the certifications that you have acquired will come in handy. If we are looking for people with certification, The jobs have come. You are looking for people with education. Then you go and see Prof. Mensah Dakwa. That because he's my brother, he should call me and tell me to give the job to, even though you don't have certification. I will tell him, Master, you know that. Friends, are you with me? We will push and ensure that it's not whom you know, it's your certificate, your micro credentials, that will determine whether you get the job or not. And these are well-paid jobs. So ultimately, for us, our involvement in this is not just the training. The ultimate objective is to lower the percentage as far as unemployment is concerned. Okay, so we need to be able to connect the training that we are receiving to jobs. I was in a meeting and I made a very strong case that we are talking about AI, we are talking about emerging technologies. These are all meaningless if it doesn't add anything to the GDP. If you say AI has potential, if it is not adding anything to the GDP, forget it. And politicians will definitely not give you a listening ear. And so it's important that we connect it to jobs. So our ultimate goal is to see that all who have completed their programs are connected to jobs. That is the issue. So we are monitoring to see how many people are certificated. And then we continue to engage with the sector ministry, continue to engage with all the actors within the space with reference to jobs to ensure that you are gradually getting into jobs that you love. Additionally, working with you to ensure that with your skills, you can take advantage of the opportunities that are available. They are talking about 24-hour economy, isn't it? And then other initiatives that are coming up. The digital space will play a key role as far as powering all these initiatives are concerned. But we need people who have the skills. And so make sure you take advantage of that. So complete your programs and earn your micro credentials. That is important. The more we earn, the better placed we are to be able to get these very important jobs. So we will pause and take some baths until just scan this and then join the channel. We have 1,000 people having registered, so the hope is that we will have you on the channel and then we can give you as much help as possible. Gifty will pick the mic now and then pick your questions and we will respond. I have the complement of all my brothers and sisters to respond to your issues.
If you have any, kindly raise your hand and then we will respond to them.
My question is, actually registered on the website for the 1 million coders, and I think my first goal that's Google Essential, Google AI Essential, and I've talked about 6 different certifications, and then I need the Google AI Essential. After taking that particular course, I wanted to join the cybersecurity class as well, but I was able to re-register. I was able to register, and what was actually the email I used to register for the Google AI Essential, register for the cybersecurity. So I wanted to acquire it's actually a process. So I had to create a clinical account to register for the cybersecurity. I'm only eligible to be one course from the platform. That's what I wanted.
Okay, they'll pick that.
Thank you very much. Please, my name is Sam. My question is, I wanted to find out the resources that we will be given to facilitate the program.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
The thing is that for now, it looks like when you register, you should choose a particular stream that you want to work in. When you are done, you don't know if you can just choose another stream or have to re-register.
And I hope you have an avenue through which you are able to interact with the center lead. Where's the gentleman? Oh, have you been able to bring it to the attention of the center?
For now, there was discussions about the orientation on the platform. So we
didn't raise much concerns about it. So that if there is any challenging issue, to bring it up during the that's why I actually agree.
Okay. So this is the protocol that we follow. The 1 Million Coders program has a national coordinating team. And then we have the KNUST team made up of the 4 centers. So anytime that you have an issue, and that is the reason the center platforms have been created, so that if you have an issue, immediately drop it on the platform or sidebar the center lead so that he can bring it to the attention of the focal team at KNUST when he's not able to respond to you. Where we at our level discuss and we still don't have a solution, we quickly will escalate it to the national level and we will deal with that. Is that okay? So when you have issues, don't wait until meetings like this before you bring it up. Immediately draw the attention of the center and then we'll see what can be done. But as Kwejo rightly said, we will engage and see how we are able to help in this particular contest. And congratulations for completing a number of them. We should clap for him. That's what we want. Yes. With reference to the resources that are available to you, number 1, the certificates that you get, the micro credential. For those of you who are familiar with acquiring micro credentials, you know very well that those certificates are paid.
Okay.
In this particular contest, by virtue of your involvement in the 1 Million Coders program, you get the certificates for free. Yes. You are not to pay anything with reference to the certificate, and then we will use the certificate that you have acquired to work with you with reference to landing the jobs that you are looking for. So that is one side. The other side is that because the courses are online, on various platforms, you definitely will need some devices to be able to engage. Where you have your own, and I know very well that in KNUST, more than 80% of the students have their own machines. And so you are able to engage with the platform using your own machine. Where you do not have your own machine, the centers, one have computer rooms. And we have spoken with the departments and then the faculties to make those resources available to you. And so we only have to agree when you want to come in, and then those resources will be made available to you. So that is with reference to the computer rooms. Where the computer rooms are full, allocation has also been made for a few laptops, where you will come and use the laptop at the center, and then when you are done, you leave it and then go back. Under no circumstance are you going to take the laptop to your room, because on your way to the room, anything is what? Possible. And I've heard many stories. Working on Samsung and all that, there are instances people even come to kill their parents before me, just so that they can get laptops. Okay, so as much as possible, we will try and do that. The other thing that we are doing also is that, you know the new multipurpose lab, close to rail. There is a computer room that we are putting 300 of the machines, which were made available to us by the ministry in that room. We are still going through the furniture and all that. And when that is done, for all the people who don't have devices and will want to get access to devices, you either go to the center computer room, go to the center and use the additional laptop if the computers are not available, or you go to that particular room and you will have access to those resources. Are you answered? Thank you very much, and thanks for bringing it up.
Okay, yeah, good morning. Yeah, my name is Kwekwap. Yeah, actually, the question I was about asking, I think you just answered it. Because on the platform, we were asking, I filled for the physical classes, but initially we were told there will be no physical classes. And then, so I wanted to get a clarification on that, which you've done. Thank you.
Exactly. So the physical classes are only for some programs. So for instance, if you want to do something related to data security or whatever, they have insisted that that has to be done in person. So where there is an in-person component, the ministry will direct. But currently, the programs that we have running in the universities, we are not doing in person. And most of the facilitation is online and not in person. Probably, as we go through the program, arrangements will be made for some in-person tutorship or whatever. But at this particular point in time, the communication that we have from the ministry is that most of them are online, and so we have to engage online. Are you answered? All right. Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Once again, my name is Hafiz Abdul Muttalib, a physics teacher from Sakafia Islamic Sinai High School. So I saw the program. I was so much interested, and I joined the program. And I joined I joined Race Center for online. I'm a beginner. It wasn't easy, but I'm managing. Well, sometimes I find it difficult.
Okay.
Sometimes following, but when it comes to displaying, it's not exactly with what I see on the video. So I don't know if you've said it there along the way. You may, find in person or something like that. But at the moment, if I can get someone that once in a while I can visit the person should continue guiding me, I will appreciate it.
Okay. It is important that we don't change the format in which the program is to run.
Yeah.
If we are doing in-person facilitation, that is a significant component as far as the program is concerned. These things that you have brought up, we definitely will engage with the national team and then see what can be done. Is that okay?
Yes.
But as I did indicate, it is good that you are bringing this up. At that particular center, we will see, but I am not promising anything. Is that okay?
Probably I can come to your office.
I have 1,000 people from KNUST. If all of them are coming, that will be a long queue. But no worries. We will see what we can do to support.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any more? Are we all okay? Please, if you have a question, kindly come. I think we have about 5 minutes more for questions. So if you have any more, kindly come so that we can wrap up with the Q&A session. Is this the last one? Is this the last person? Okay, last two. Kindly ask.
Thank you. Good morning. I would like to know, in our various universities, I think we normally go through some form of attachment to get some hands-on experience.
Okay.
And looking at the programs we are doing, mostly we read a lot and we listen to videos. And I think there are some portions we need to get hands-on experience to be able to understand what we are actually doing. So I want to know if there is something like that for us.
Yeah. So we, in our first engagement with Fred and the others at the national level, we've made a case with reference to having, for instance, remote internships. So that as you go through the program, we create an avenue where you get to intern with some of the big tech companies globally. And so when it comes to hands-on, we are working towards making those opportunities available also to you. So it's something we've thought of, and we definitely are taking action regarding that.
Please, I'm Miranda, a second-year electrical engineering student. Please, I was enrolled on 29th May, and then full stack Python. It will end, the end date is 3rd July. I wanted to ask, because I didn't start early, I am active although. If I don't complete around 3rd July, what would happen?
One of my center coordinators will respond to that. Just try. But
Dr. Ahene wants to give you an answer.
So, Kweju was even asking the same thing. So, why don't you want to complete on time? So, even before I answer, you can tell me. Yeah. Yeah, so you should. I think the optimal goal is for you to complete on time.
And the reason that is important is that the more people who complete on time, the more opportunities that will be available to us. You see, when you complete and you get your micro credentials, it takes you into another phase altogether. What it means is that opportunities that come, you now are, you can also explore those opportunities. But when you have not finished, you still are down there. Is that okay? So the sooner you finish, the better. We get to get more credentials added to us, and you also position yourself to take advantage of other opportunities. So do your best. Burn the midnight oil.
All right. I won't say much. What my colleagues have said applies to me as well. I will just direct you. I am for the Faculty of Mechanical and Chemical Engineering. Our lab would be D&E, the building after the Levine building. Forgotten the name, but D&E. In any case, you can hit me up on the WhatsApp, and then my TA is also there, so he can direct you if you need anything. I would only say one more thing and sit. As you are in the groups together, not just my group, the other groups, try and fraternize over there. Find like-minded people, learn together. It's going to help you. It will push you. If I know that you are at 85 and I'm still lingering at 10, I can engage with you and see how best I can push myself to make it to the 85% and even 100. The lady who asked about the time frame and all, look, take this as a course. Look at the whole content. As a matter of fact, this one, you can calculate that you are doing 60 hours. Check how many hours you should do in a week, in a day, and then plan to do that, and you will definitely finish on time. Okay, it's like 1 credit hour or 2 credit hours, and you definitely get it done. Thank you.
On my own behalf, and especially talk to you about the Department of Computer Science, our center. Okay, so first of all, if you are assigned to the Computer Science Department as your center, then you are supposed to know where you can sit in case you want to come around. Okay, so in case you want to come around, as Prof has actually said, the model of the course is such that you can actually take everything online by yourself. As we speak, if I look at my data, it tells me about 13 people have completed the course from our department alone. And these people are doing it themselves without any support. But we also understand people have different levels of understanding and abilities. Therefore, some of you may want to ask questions or be around, to get some support one way or the other. And so we have the lab called FF12 lab, okay, FF12. And that's where you can come around and sit. If you feel like you want to be very disciplined in a very cool atmosphere to be able to take your course, then you can come around and sit there. My assumption is that all of you have access to the courses that you signed up for. And so when you come, all we can provide you is good internet service, right? You have the fastest in the university. It's in our department. I'm just kidding. So yeah, you can have very good internet connection, and then that will help you to take your courses, and you have the lab technicians around. Maybe you actually see a technical word you don't really understand. The first step is to consult the bots, like all these bots we have. I don't want to mention ChatGPT because to me, it's not really good anyway. I'm just joking. So you have Claude and other things, right? Maybe DeepSeek and ChatGPT to ask questions for clarity, right? But if you think you're still very confused about something, then you can have our technical people, in the lab giving you some explanation. But always, from experience, we see that people who would take the first step to ask a bot are able to have some clarity and then they're able to progress very well. Okay, so want to really encourage all of you to please get on the courses that you have signed up for. Some of you call me and then you say you want to come for training. Okay, so that's not the fashion of the program. Like, there is no one standing in the lab teaching, but you have access to the course material. So what we are offering is at the center for you. If you want to maintain some level of discipline in going through the courses, then you can come and sit and then, go through the courses with respect to the timings you see for the training on your portal. Okay, so that's how it is. But if you feel like you're also occupied by other things within the same time frame, then you can make modifications to your own timings, but make sure you are working within the given time to complete the course. Because I don't want to tolerate people going beyond the given time to complete the course. It makes the work very difficult for all of us. Okay, so that's just the little I want to share. Thank you. Yeah.
Let's welcome Mr. Nyanti Chimafo to also give us a word.
Kojo from the Responsible Artificial Intelligence Lab. That is the real lab. For us, we don't have computers in the lab for now. But what we'll be doing is that we'll request for some few laptops, all right, for those who genuinely need some facilities to be able to undertake the program. So I discussed with Prof yesterday, a request to be made for a few laptops, all right, and then you can come and sit at the lab, and then you can access your course. When you finish, you hand over the laptops to us. And secondly, as Dr. Henry said, if you have your laptop, but you want to be disciplined, come around every day, there's also a study room. We can put you in the study area, and then you can also access the program. So for now, I'll make a request for a few laptops so that those who genuinely need laptops, you approach me, you come for it. When you are done for the day, then you also hand over. Secondly, those who have laptops but want to have that art of discipline, come every day, sit down and assess the course. There's also that opportunity for you. So I'll be around. So those who are assigned to rail, when you are done and you still have some questions, you can ask me. Thank you.